What is cracking? It is your boy LaoGrow here with the first episode of the new podcast. Haven't even had a name for it yet. Maybe like LaoGrow's Corner, LaoGrow's Crypto. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out and stuff. But talking about crypto and life, and this is my co-host, who also happens to be my little brother, AnMo. What's up? Say what's up to the
What's up,
people.
everybody? AnMo here.
Yeah, yeah. And where are you at currently, AnMo?
I am in Laos,
Mm-hmm.
small little country next to Vietnam and Thailand. If you guys don't know about it,
That is also where the Lao from our Lao Grow channel is attached to, if you didn't know. But yes, we are both from Laos. We're also half brothers. So we get that question quite a bit. Like when we tell people that we're brothers, it's always 21 questions for hell to the fuck no. Go through life with it. And yeah, we're just here to talk about a little bit of life, a little bit of crypto and stuff, a little bit of how we got started, and yeah, just start flowing with this. You know what I mean? Podcasts are just like generally ruled by white people, so just want to give a little bit of a different perspective. You know what I mean? And get a little taste of it too. So for sure, before I had even gotten into crypto, my little brother just approached me with an investment idea and stuff. You know, he found a project he really believed in, and it was ground floor pretty much, and I trusted my little brother, so I wanted to invest in him, regardless of what the project was. I have to stop trying to shake this table for fuck's sakes. Um, but yeah, so it was a while back. How long ago was that? What month was that?
so I found out about Axie beginning of March, but I didn't invest until end of March when I asked you to help pitch in about it.
Yeah. So that was around end of March, and yeah. So the game is Axie Infinity, and crypto game on the blockchain, and it's pretty much been the first really like high yielding like money making game and stuff, and we were able to make a lot of scholars, and a lot of people have been talking about. Yeah, is that like a truck?
Yeah, it's a truck behind me.
Yeah, so excuse the truck. It's outside.
This is how it's like to live in Laos. You live next to the main road, and cars goes by all the time, especially trucks
Yes, but
delivering goods.
yeah. So the initial investment, I think it was like 25 apiece, 2,500. So we had 5,000, and what did you do with that initial 5,000 investment?
So I bought a team for myself to play, as well as I was able to get about 3 to 4 scholars. I think 3 scholars plus me made 4. Yes. So but Axie at that time it was pretty cheap, around 10 to 12 cents per SLP, and Axies were ranging from 2 to 400. And then
For the people what a scholar is and stuff. For the people who don't know what is scholar.
scholaring is basically if you have to have 3 Axies to play Axie Infinity, and go ahead, yet. Go ahead, yet. You gotta have 3 Axies to play Axie Infinity, and when you buy the Axie, you can loan it out to someone, and you can split the profits however you want it to as a manager. If you want to split fairly 50%, or if you wanted more for the first month, or you were generous and gave extra, it was up to you. But that's a scholar in Axie.
Okay. And you were talking about SLP as well.
Yeah, SLP is the currency you make from the game. So every day you have so much amount of energy to make some. The more you win in PvP, the more you get. So after for the first 2 months, we just reinvested everything back into Axie, and at that time we got about, I think, 14 scholars,
Yeah.
because the huge boom in June hit, and that's when Axie skyrocketed, and I had a lot of SLP saved up, and with that I was able to just build the full team and also sell a lot of leftovers, and that's how we started splitting profits.
Yeah.
After June, when the boom hit.
lot of the gaming bull run and stuff, like it pretty much allowed us to create a lot of scholars. At one point in time, we had like
This spike.
yeah, okay. At least it went by quickly. We had like around 20 scholars, so 20 people working for us, and a lot of influencers talk about like how important the game is in like Southeast Asia, like places like Philippines and Vietnam and Laos and stuff. But we seen it firsthand when we were down in Laos. We saw exactly how much people were making, and we also saw with the scholarship program like how much like how life changing of a thing it is. What is the average monthly income for a worker in Laos?
Oh, so Axie's been changing
No,
lives,
no, no.
a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
lives,
Definitely,
especially in
but
Laos. But
just like a
the
regular
average
job.
income.
Yeah.
So most people just sell stuff in front of their house, or they run a restaurant in front of their house. But if you're talking about degree jobs, someone, my neighbor is a doctor. He's a surgeon in a city in Vang Vieng, and he only makes $200 a month.
Yeah. So like a surgeon, a doctor making $200 a month. Like average jobs like a gas station attendant or restaurant worker and stuff maybe could make like $100 a month. So
Yeah,
like
restaurant worker, you'll be lucky to make $100. Gasoline, or people that work that's selling gas, they have to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a
yeah,
day, and
that
they
was
barely get
crazy.
paid
That was
$100.
so crazy when we found that
So
out.
the average, I would say that everybody reaches for would be $100, but actually the average would be a little under that.
Okay. Yeah, so average monthly income is like let's say 100 on the generous end and 200 on like the doctor end on the
Yeah,
really
the
expensive
bank
end.
teller and
Yeah.
doctors, they
Yeah.
make $150 to 250 from like those 4 year, 6 year degree jobs.
Yeah. So when we were doing Axie and stuff, like during the height of Axie for the scholars, like some of them were making like roughly $200 to $350 a month. You know what I mean?
At
So
the height,
yeah,
that's the low point. Some of them were making $400 to $500 a month.
yeah. Compared to like
Yeah.
a doctor making $200 a month, and they're all they're doing is playing a game for like 4 to 6 hours a day,
Yep.
and you know what I mean, and making the exact same. So like, why wouldn't anyone that found out wanted to do it? Everyone that found out wanted to jump ship. Like, I will quit right now if you can fucking put me on this and stuff. And you know that like, so we got to see firsthand how effective blockchain gaming is and crypto gaming is, and you know like how like it'll start with places like that because you know like $200 a month, $300 a month, $400 a month is feasible and stuff, and but over there it's also enough to let you live very comfortably. You know what I mean? So it's just definitely super stoked about the future of it. But anyways, once we got from Axie and stuff, and it started dying down a little bit, we were also looking into the project Illuvium, and little bro brought Illuvium to me as well, and this is when I was starting to look into it a little bit more and stuff. But what you brought Illuvium to me when it was like the tokens were like I think roughly like $30 to $50, you know, and
I
then
brought it to you up at $50.
yeah, and then like now like it's like at $700 a token, and that's after the dip. The like the all time high of when it was at the peak of the like you know November-ish or whatever, it was up at like 1400 or something like that. So a ridiculous amount of X's, and you know been staking that to earn the SLP. Staking is just a passive income. So instead of since you're gonna hold on to the tokens anyways, you can put it into, they call them liquidity pools, where you just link two cryptos together, or you just stake the single one and stuff, and it just earns passive income. And yeah, so tell us a little bit about Illuvium, little bro.
So that's my favorite project because of the founders and the community and just everyone behind the team of it. It's an amazing project. But the game's coming out in March, and I first found out about it in April, and I couldn't invest because everything was in Axie at that time.
Yeah.
But then when it dipped to $30, that's when I went to LaoGrow here and asked, we got to get into this project right now. It's at its all-time low, and everything about the project just seemed amazing. So at that time, we didn't have much. He helped me with half, about 1,200 each. So we had 2,400, and we bought as much IOV as we can, which ended up with a good amount of LP after, and then we staked that, and since then it's still staked. It's been staked for about 6 months now, and it's been earning us pretty good income.
Yeah. Yes. And as he was saying, coming out in March, if you've seen any of the trailers for it, it looks like one of the best, amazing looking games I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like from the graphics to the general flow of it to like the movement and mobility, the color scheming and everything. Like they have been putting in work on this project. This is amazing looking. And you know, there's definitely a lot of crypto games, especially now, you know, with all the new projects coming out, and this is such a freaking amazing time to be in crypto, and an amazing time to be into crypto gaming and NFTs and in general. But like yes, like these are the times where like there's the least amount of excitement and stuff, you know, but like the most amount of opportunities, you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
this is a good time to fucking be getting in and getting involved and shit. But yeah, one of the really important things, I think when we're looking into projects that we really like long term, is looking into the founders and everything like that. So usually that always revolves around being in the Discord and being able to chat, and then you know like during early on and stuff, like you were saying, the founders of Illuvium were actually like answering your questions in the Discord and everything like that. So
They still respond. If
yeah.
people ask questions now or tag them, if they have time, they'll respond even now.
Yeah, and that's really good to see, because you know,
Yeah.
especially with a
And
project so big.
they update everything constantly, and they stream all their updates, so you can catch them every day in Discord, just updating, streaming, just so you know they're doing the shit.
Yeah.
They're doing everything.
Yeah, so explain Illuvium a little bit to the people who may have never seen or heard about it.
So it's two types of game. One is going to be an open world Pokemon type game where you go and capture Illuvios instead of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And the other PvP type is going to be an auto chest. So kind of like Teamfight Tactics or Dota Underlords.
Very, very fucking dope. You were saying there's also a tournament happening, right? We gotta
Yeah, they
all this information out to the people, bro. Come on.
Yeah, the first tournament for Illuvium supposedly is supposed to be the biggest ever winnings of any esport tournament for gaming. And Dota's biggest tournament, I think, was a little over 40 million for one of them. So if they host a tournament for over $40 million for their first tournament, that would be insane.
Have you heard any rumors for like an amount or anything?
Nope, but it's gonna be paid in either ETH or their token. So
that would be fucking amazing right now.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly right now, because ETH is at such low prices, but.
Oh, it's better to get it now. You get more now, and then when it goes up.
Just depends how you look at it, for sure.
Yeah.
Perspective. And land. Talk about the land.
Land sale keeps getting delayed. It's been delayed 3 times now. Not sure when, but I think it will be somewhere in February, maybe early February.
Mm-hmm. And what were the price points for like the last you had heard of it?
It's gonna change. They haven't released official statement, so we don't know. But thinking floor price, it's a Dutch auction, so the prices will change.
Yeah, and it's 3 tiers of land, right?
5.
5 tiers.
All right, tier 1, tier 2. Yeah, 5. Yep.
For sure. So there's definitely going to be a lot of land up for the grabs if you can get one of the cheap ones and stuff, it would be an amazing investment, in my belief. We're not financial advisors. I need to start using
Yeah.
my Warcraft voices and shit, dude. For like, since I have this mic, special World of Warcraft edition. You know what I mean? So every time I say I am not a financial advisor, I want it to be like an orc or like an elf voice, because that is fucking awesome. What are some other things that we really enjoy that people wouldn't expect? Dude, I love Dungeons and Dragons. We love Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Who else loves
I just
Dungeons and
love gaming
Dragons?
in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Dungeons and Dragons, gaming in general. Yeah.
I always thought Dungeons and Dragons was the super nerd. How long has this video been already? I don't even know. I hope I pressed the restart, but see, that's what happens when you're. But anyways, um, yeah, the land is definitely gonna pop off. We're not financial advisors.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get one. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we tried. There's been a few projects already that we tried multiple times and we haven't gotten any. So yeah, there's been a lot of painful moments, but there's been a little few good, good-hearted moments too that we got.
Yeah. One of the most recent ones he's talking about is Exotic Genetics, one of the best seed breeders in the world. He just created his NFT drop, and it basically had 8, I think, 1 legendary and 7. So pretty much every strain that he drops is gonna have an NFT from now on, and the utility of this NFT is crazy, batshit crazy. I talked about it a little bit in my last video, but if you own the NFT for every drop that he puts out in the future, you get a free pack of your choice of the seeds. And if you have the legendary one, you get like a free pack every drop for life. For life. That is crazy utility. And it just shows you what NFTs can be, and we're only scratching the surface. So super excited about shit like that as well. All right. Um, yeah, about us being half brothers and stuff. Like, I think it's fun because we've always had like very different likes and passions and stuff, but like some that are very similar as well and stuff. Like, for me, it was all like about like the physical arts that I could learn, like the fighting, fucking, farming, food, you know what I mean? Like the F's of life and shit. Like, but him, he was always like the techie, and then looking at just it's dope because it's all about building a strong team, and a strong team's all about having different strengths and everything. And super excited to be starting to build with this young man, and we're definitely gonna be killing it in these next couple of years. But yeah, yes. Anything else you wanted to say?
No, I think I got everything.
Yeah, definitely. Got a lot about Axie, a lot about Illuvium, how stuff is in Laos, and countries like that where they're only making that little per month, and crypto gaming would change that forever. Like, what would you rather do? Would you rather be a mechanic or a gas station employee or whatever for 10 hours of the day, maybe 6 to 7 days a week, make maybe $100 a month, or just sit on your ass, play a game for 4 to 6 hours or however long, and make the same amount, if not more? You know what I mean? It makes too much sense. Like, people need to see this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for the amount of money, I think maybe it's not life changing for people, in America, but
Yet,
in this country,
bro. Yet.
in this country though, even $100 a month, $200 a month is life changing, and crypto gaming, to be able to get that is crazy. It's changing so many lives, and these are like the lives of people that made, they were happy be able to make $40 a month, just enough to feed their family, and now they can just sit down, play a game, and be paid and be happy. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
Like, and like so many kids, so many people play games in general, not making anything at all. So as
Yeah.
more fun games. It's all about fun games, games that you actually want to play, keep coming out, and you can make money by playing them and stuff. Why wouldn't you? And like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you? Why would you not? Like, if there's a fun game and you already like playing games, that you could just be making this money and not even like really thinking about it or realizing it and stuff. It's just a fun game that you play. It happens to earn some tokens that you can spend for some NFTs that you don't even think about or whatever. But like, that is making money. That is ownership. That is proving you own something. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, and it just makes too much sense. Too much sense. But yes, I think this is pretty alright for our first little podcast. So maybe make them a little longer and stuff. How did
It
you
was
feel?
fun.
Pretty good.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Everyone, peace out from LaoGrow and the little bro.
All right. Peace, guys.
AnMo. I was hoping he would say AnMo. He would just like catch up
Oh,
and stuff, you know what I mean? But he didn't. But it's
my
all
bad.
good. Peace out. Much love. Peace.